Welcome, everyone. Let me tell you something. Not as a teacher, not as a coach, not as an expert, but as a human being who understands exactly how it feels to be afraid to speak. Maybe you've studied English for years. Maybe you know grammar rules, vocabulary, sentence structures. But when it's time to speak, your heart beats fast, your mouth goes dry, your mind goes blank, and fear takes over. You're not alone. Millions of English learners feel this fear every single day. They're scared of saying the wrong word, scared of being laughed at, scared of being judged, scared of sounding foolish. But listen closely. This is not your fault. And more importantly, this fear can be fixed. This video is not like the others. You won't hear boring grammar rules. You won't hear fake motivation. What you're about to hear are 9 powerful, life-changing steps that will destroy your fear of speaking English and give you the confidence to speak English anytime, anywhere, with anyone. These steps are not random tips. They are based on real psychology, real practice, and real emotional rewiring. They are designed to help you feel safe, strong, and free when you speak English. And yes, you will also learn how to train your brain to feel confident, train your mouth to speak clearly, use real-life speaking techniques, build unstoppable fluency, speak even when you make mistakes. This is the kind of video that changes your life, not just your language. So I want to ask you, please watch till the end. Don't skip anything. Because every second of this video is built to help you speak English fearlessly. And if you truly want to transform your English, subscribe to our channel right now. Because we are building the most honest, most powerful, and most beginner-friendly English learning community in the world. No judgment, no pressure, only growth. Now, let's begin with the first step that can completely change your mindset about speaking English. Step 1. Name the fear and face it like a mirror. Let me ask you something. Have you ever tried to speak English and suddenly you freeze? Your mind goes blank. Your body feels tight. You feel embarrassed. And inside your head, a voice screams, "What if I make a mistake? What if they laugh at me? What if I sound stupid?" That voice is not your enemy. That voice is fear. And before we destroy fear, we must first face it. Because here's the truth. You are not bad at English. You are just scared to use it. And fear doesn't come from poor grammar. Fear comes from shame, judgment, and emotional pain from your past. Maybe someone laughed at your English in school. Maybe someone made you feel stupid when you tried to speak. Maybe you compare yourself to others and feel like you're not good enough. That fear became a wall that stops your words, a wall that blocks your voice. And today, we break that wall. Say your fear out loud. Yes, speak it, just like this. I'm afraid they will laugh at me. I feel nervous when I speak. I think I sound stupid. I'm scared I'll forget everything. Now take a deep breath. Look into the mirror. Or write it in a notebook. Or record it with your voice. Just get it out of your head and into the open. Because fear grows in silence. But fear dies when you bring it into the light. Now say this out loud. That's not true. I'm learning. I'm growing. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to be brave. That one sentence can change your life. Because the opposite of fear is not perfection. It's freedom. Most English learners say, "I'm not confident," but that's not specific. You need to go deeper and say, "I'm afraid I'll be judged. I'm afraid they'll think I'm not smart. I'm afraid to be the center of attention. I'm afraid to be different. When you name the real fear, you start to take away its power. Because now you're no longer hiding. You're facing it like a mirror. And every time you face the mirror, you become stronger. You don't need perfect grammar, big vocabulary, native pronunciation. You only need the courage to speak, the honesty to face fear, and the consistency to keep going. Say this every morning. Today I choose to speak, even if I'm afraid. Today I choose to learn, not hide. Today I choose to grow, not freeze. Say it. Feel it. Believe it. Because fear can't live in a heart full of courage. And now that you've named your fear, you're ready to begin the journey toward fearless English speaking. Step 2. Talk to yourself every day. In English. Before you can confidently speak English with strangers. Before you can hold conversations at work. Before you can speak fluently in meetings, classrooms, or interviews. You must first feel safe inside your own voice. Most English learners make one mistake. They wait for someone to talk to. They say, I don't have a partner to practice with. I can't find a native speaker. No one around me speaks English. But let me tell you a life-changing truth. You are your own best practice partner. You are available 24/7. You don't judge. You don't interrupt. You don't laugh at mistakes. So instead of waiting for someone else, start with the person you already live with. Yourself. It means exactly what it sounds like. You speak out loud, in English, directly to yourself. You can do it while brushing your teeth, while cooking, while walking alone, while sitting on your bed, while getting ready, while looking in the mirror, or even while washing dishes. You don't need anyone around. You don't need a script. You don't need perfect grammar. You just speak. When you talk to yourself in English, multiple neural pathways in your brain are activated. Listening to yourself, thinking in English, moving your mouth muscles, practicing pronunciation, building sentence fluency, reducing fear of speaking. The more you do this, the more your brain starts to say, speaking English is normal for me now. This doesn't feel scary anymore. This feels natural, like brushing my teeth. This is how children learn their mother tongue. They hear themselves constantly. They talk out loud to toys, pets, walls. They don't wait for someone to approve them. That's why this method is so natural, powerful, and transformative. Start with just 2 minutes a day. Yes, only 2. But you must speak out loud, not in your mind. Because silent thinking is not the same as mouth training. Here's what you can say. I woke up late today. I'm making coffee. The weather is nice. I feel a little tired. I want to improve my English. I'm watching a YouTube video to learn. I feel proud of myself for trying. That's it. You don't need big words. You don't need to sound like a textbook. You need to sound like yourself, but in English. Do this every single day. It's not about being perfect. It's about building fluency plus confidence plus comfort. If you want to supercharge your self-speaking practice, use a mirror. Why? Because when you look at yourself in the mirror while speaking, you learn to hold eye contact. You build body language. You feel more confident. You start speaking like a real conversation. This is called inclusive self-contact. It teaches your brain that you are safe while speaking. Say things like, "You're doing great." "Your English is improving." "I'm proud of your progress." You're not just training English, you're training courage. You're building a relationship with your own voice. Here's a genius method. Look around your room and describe what you see, out loud. For example, this is my chair. It's black. That's my bed. It's messy. Here's my notebook. I write my English words in it. There's a window. The sun is shining. My phone is on the table. I need to charge it. That's it. No pressure, no grammar check. Just real words, real life, real fluency. You're turning English into your daily language, not just a school subject. Every morning, check in with yourself emotionally, in English. Ask yourself, how do I feel today? Then answer honestly, I feel nervous. I feel hopeful. I feel excited to speak English. I feel tired, but I'm still trying. I feel proud because I'm practicing. This does two powerful things. 1. It trains emotional vocabulary, important for real conversations. 2. It teaches your brain that you are allowed to express yourself freely in English. And guess what happens? The fear goes down, the words come out, and fluency begins. Many learners say, I'll only talk when I'm fluent. I need someone better than me to practice with. Talking to myself feels silly. These are excuses, and these excuses build fear. The longer you wait to speak out loud, the longer fear stays in your body. So, here's your new rule. If I can talk to myself, I can talk to anyone. Every time I speak to myself in English, I'm becoming stronger. I'm becoming freer. I'm becoming fluent. This is your inner training ground. No one can see it. No one can judge it. But it changes everything. Progress example. Day 1 to day 7. Day 1. I wake up, coffee, phone, table. Day 2. I woke up late. I'm making coffee now. The table is messy. Day 3. It's sunny today. I feel better than yesterday. I'm practicing English. Day 4. I recorded myself and listened back. My speaking is not bad. Day 5. I added new words today. I said 3 full sentences clearly. Day 6. I talked to myself for 5 minutes. I felt powerful. Day 7. I'm not afraid of my voice anymore. I'm ready to talk to someone else. That's what 2 minutes a day can do. This is how fluency begins, not in a school, but inside you. Step 3. Use the safe zone method for real practice. Many English learners believe this lie. To improve my English, I have to speak in public. I need to join a group discussion. I must attend an English-speaking club or I'll never get better. They push themselves into situations that feel too big, too fast, too soon. And guess what happens? They panic. They freeze. Their confidence drops. They feel humiliated. They stop speaking for weeks. This is how so many learners quit speaking altogether. Not because they lack talent, but because they walked straight into a storm without building emotional shelter first. Let's fix that forever. This method is about building a private space where you can practice your English. Make as many mistakes as you want. Talk freely without fear of judgment. Develop fluency step by step. Rewire your brain to feel safe while speaking. This is your training ground, your secret practice dojo, your personal speaking lab. In this zone, you are free. Free to sound wrong. Free to speak slowly. Free to forget words. Free to be a learner, not a performer. And that freedom is what builds confidence. When you feel judged, your brain activates a danger signal. This activates the amygdala, the fear center of the brain. It sends signals like, stop talking. This is not safe. Go silent. Even if you know the words, your mouth can't speak. Even if you practiced grammar, your brain forgets everything. But when you feel safe, the fear center shuts down, and the language center lights up. This is why people speak fluently when they're alone, but freeze when they're around others. The solution? Build your fluency in a safe zone until your brain learns that English is not dangerous. Here are real, simple, powerful examples of safe zones. Talking to a pet. Your dog doesn't care about your grammar. Your cat won't laugh at your accent. Try this. Hey Max, I'm going to cook some rice. I had a long day today. You're a good boy. Are you hungry? You're training your mouth. You're training fluency, and you're doing it without pressure. Set a timer. Press record. Talk for just 1 minute. Topics. What I did today. Why I want to speak English. My plans for the weekend. You're not recording for likes or views. You're recording for your own growth. When you record yourself, you improve your sentence flow. You build confidence in your voice. You hear your progress over time. Day 1. You may hate your voice. Day 10. You'll feel more relaxed. Day 30. You'll say, I can't believe how much better I sound now. Talking to ChatGPT. This is one of the most powerful modern safe zones. You're not just reading, you're interacting, responding, writing, thinking in English. What makes it so powerful? No judgment, no fear of grammar correction. You can speak freely at your level. You can even copy what you'd say out loud and type it here to simulate conversation. Reading out loud every day. Take any English paragraph from a book, news article, blog, or quote. Then read it slowly out loud. This does 3 things. Trains your pronunciation. Builds your mouth memory. Makes English feel like part of your everyday world. Start with small things. Motivational quotes. Your favorite books. Captions on social media. Your own journal entries. Reading out loud alone creates a fearless private environment where your fluency can grow without fear. Teaching a child or sibling basic English. This is a hidden gem. When you teach, you learn twice as fast. You don't need to be perfect. Just say, this is an apple. The sun is hot. I love chocolate. Let's say 1 to 10 in English. Children don't judge. They learn like you, with curiosity, mistakes, and fun. And by helping them, you're actually helping your own confidence rise. Here are 5 golden rules that make your safe zone powerful. 1. No grammar fear allowed. Mistakes are welcome. 2. No pressure to impress. This is for practice, not performance. 3rd. Daily consistency is more important than length. Even 3 minutes matter. 4. Speak out loud, not silently, not in your head. 5. Never judge yourself. Growth is messy and beautiful. Every time you speak in your safe zone, you're reprogramming your brain to believe speaking English is not scary. I can do this. Nobody is watching. I am free. I can enjoy this process. After 2 to 3 weeks of safe zone training, your brain begins to carry this confidence into public situations. It's like practicing in the gym before entering the arena. Your safe zone is not cheating. It's strategy. Fluency doesn't come from pressure. It comes from preparation. The more you build your private comfort, the stronger your public confidence becomes. You're not weak for being scared. You're wise for creating your safe foundation. Your fluency grows in secret, not in front of a crowd. Speak freely in private, so you can shine in public. Confidence is not a gift, it's a habit. And your safe zone is where that habit begins. Step 4. Use the shadow loop technique. Have you ever listened to someone speak English and thought, wow, they speak so naturally, so smoothly, so confidently? Then you try to speak the same way. but your words feel broken, your tongue feels heavy, and your brain can't keep up. Why? Because fluency is not just about grammar or vocabulary. It's about muscle memory. Yes, fluency lives in your mouth, not just in your mind. This is where the shadow loop technique becomes your most powerful weapon. It trains your mouth, brain, voice, confidence, and fluency speed, all at the same time. Let's dive deep into this life-changing technique that has helped thousands of people speak English fearlessly and fluently. This is a daily speaking exercise where you listen to a real English sentence from a native speaker. Immediately repeat the exact same sentence, like a shadow. Match their speed, pronunciation, and rhythm. Loop it until it becomes part of your mouth's natural flow. Just like your shadow follows your body, your voice follows theirs. Word by word, tone by tone. That's why it's called shadow loop, because you repeat and repeat until it becomes yours. Let's break it down in beginner-friendly English. Your brain learns best when it hears, plus speaks, plus moves at the same time. This technique trains your ears to hear English like a native, trains your mouth to speak with natural flow, builds mouth memory so you don't freeze when talking, destroys hesitation and fear of pronunciation, makes fluency automatic, like walking or breathing. This is the same method actors use to learn accents and how children mimic the language of their parents. You're not studying, you're copying like a child. And that's how we naturally learn fluency. Let's break it into simple actions. Choose a short, clear audio. A sentence or 5 to 10 seconds of native English. It could be from YouTube videos, movie dialogues, podcast clips, interviews, English teachers online, motivational speeches. Important. Choose content where the speaker speaks clearly, naturally, and not too fast. Listen to the sentence once. Play the clip and just listen. Don't repeat yet. Understand what's being said. Let it go into your ears and brain. For example, I want to become fluent in English, and I'm working hard every day. Play it again and repeat immediately. Now, as soon as the sentence ends, you repeat it, just like a shadow. Say, I want to become fluent in English, and I'm working hard every day. Try to match tone, speed, stress, emotion. You don't have to be perfect, but you have to be present, listening carefully and speaking confidently. Loop the same sentence 5 times. Yes, repeat it 5 times. Loop it. Let it become natural in your mouth. Feel the rhythm. Flow with it. Example. First time, awkward. Second time, a little better. Third time, words start flowing. Fourth time, sounds more natural. Fifth time, almost automatic. This is when fluency is built into your body. Move to the next sentence. Once the first one feels natural, move to another short sentence. Keep building, keep looping, keep growing. Just 5 minutes a day is enough to see incredible results. But if you can do 10 to 15 minutes, even better. You can do it. In the morning as your English warm-up. At night before sleeping, during your walk, while doing chores, with earphones. This turns your daily routine into a speaking gym for your mouth. Start with short and emotional sentences. You can use these to begin. I'm proud of myself for learning English. I don't have to be perfect. I just need to be brave. Every day, I speak more clearly and confidently. English is my friend, not my fear. Mistakes help me grow stronger. I love the sound of my English voice. Repeat each 5 times. Let your mouth own them. Let your brain believe them. Let your fear melt. Fear is born from uncertainty. When you're unsure of how a word sounds, when you don't know how to move your mouth, when your rhythm feels broken. That's when fear grows. But when you repeat a sentence 5 times, when your mouth knows what to do, when your brain recognizes the rhythm, you don't feel fear anymore. You feel power. You don't have to think. You just speak. Once you're confident, try this. Record yourself doing it. Record your shadow loops. Compare day 1 versus day 10. You'll hear your fluency improving. It motivates you and builds real confidence. Use movie scenes. Pause a movie dialogue. Repeat it with the same emotion. Use body language too. Become the character. You'll train tone plus flow plus feeling. Use motivational or emotional quotes and speak them with energy. I was afraid to speak, but now I speak to become fearless. Every word I speak in English gives me more power. This emotional energy connects your voice to your purpose. And fear cannot live where purpose is present. Don't whisper. Speak out loud. Don't copy fast speakers at first. Choose clear voices. Don't try to shadow long paragraphs. Use short, punchy sentences. Don't expect perfection. Expect progress. Reading improves knowledge. Shadowing improves confidence. You don't need more rules. You need more rhythm. Your brain learns English, but your mouth masters it. Step 5. Don't memorize. Internalize. If you've ever spent hours memorizing English phrases, vocabulary lists, grammar structures, and then forgot everything when it was time to speak, you are not alone. This happens to millions of English learners. Why? Because memorization is like writing on water. You see it for a moment. But the moment pressure comes, it disappears. And when it disappears, your fear gets stronger. That's why in this step, we will stop doing what doesn't work and start doing what actually builds real English fluency, not just in your memory, but in your muscle, your emotion, and your identity. This is called internalization, and it changes everything. Let's understand the difference in very simple English. You try to remember something like a school exam. You absorb something like it's part of your real life. You focus on perfection. You focus on emotion plus repetition. You forget it easily. You remember it without trying. You feel nervous to use it. You feel natural using it. You study like a student. You live like a speaker. Let's say you memorize this sentence. I'm going to the market. If you only memorize it from a book, you might. Say it once. Forget it after 2 days. Struggle to say it in real situations. Get nervous and stay silent. But if you internalize it, you say it when you actually go to the market. You say it while picking up your bag. You say it while walking out the door. You say it 10 times a week in real life. Now it's no longer just a sentence. It's a part of your daily identity. This is internalization. Here's the deeper psychological truth. When you memorize something like a list or a rule, you put pressure on yourself to remember it perfectly. And when you forget, which is natural, you feel ashamed. You feel like you failed. You feel like you're not good at English. This increases fear. It tells your brain, you're not safe. Stay silent. Memorization makes speaking feel like an exam. Internalization makes speaking feel like breathing. It's the process of living the language. You don't just study the sentence. You connect with it. You use it. You say it with emotion. You repeat it in your real life. Internalization happens when you feel the sentence emotionally. You use it in real actions. You repeat it naturally. You say it without translating. You don't remember it. It just comes out. Choose real-life phrases. Don't start with complicated textbook lines like, "The economic structure of the region is influenced by post-colonial factors." Start with real daily life phrases like, "I'm making tea." "It's hot outside." "I'm tired today." "Let's go for a walk." "I feel better now." "I need to finish my work." These are the building blocks of real English fluency. Use them in real actions. If you say, "I'm brushing my teeth," actually brush your teeth. If you say, "I'm going to bed," actually lie in bed. If you say, "I'm hungry," say it before you eat. This builds a real connection between your life and your language. Now your brain doesn't store the sentence as English knowledge. It stores it as your own experience. Speak them with emotion. When you're happy, say it. "I'm feeling great today." When you're sad, say it. "I feel low, but I'm still learning." When you're excited, say it. "I can't wait to try this again." Emotion activates memory. It tells your brain, "This sentence matters." Keep it. Repeat it in real moments. Repetition is the mother of fluency, but not repetition from a book, repetition from life. If you open your window every day, say, "Let me open the window." Say it every time. Soon it becomes automatic. You won't think. You'll just speak. Here's something powerful you use. Day 1. Every time you eat, say, "I'm eating now." Say it with emotion. Day 2. When leaving the house, say, "I'm going out." Repeat it 3 times each day. Day 3. Before sleeping, say, "I'm going to sleep now." Say it while lying down. Day 4. Whenever you drink water, say, "Let me drink some water." Say it aloud, even if you're alone. Day 5. While walking, say, "I'm walking slowly." Speak it while doing the action. Day 6. Look around and describe 5 objects in English. "This is my bag." "That's my phone." "These are my shoes." Repeat each 2 to 3 times. Day 7. Record 5 of your internalized phrases and play them back. This week will change your fluency forever. Want to remember vocabulary? Stop memorizing word lists. Instead, turn words into short stories from your own life. Instead of memorizing, happy, sad, nervous, excited, create a real memory. Last year, I gave a presentation. I was nervous at first, but then I felt happy and proud after it was done. Now those emotions are linked with a real experience. You'll never forget them. Don't study to impress others. Speak to express yourself. Don't chase 100 words. Master 10 that live in your mouth. Don't only read, you must say it aloud and live it. Don't try to be perfect. Fluency is about flow, not flawlessness. The English you live is stronger than the English you study. Fluency is not about what you know. It's about what you can say without fear. Memorizing is temporary. Internalizing is forever. Speak what you feel. Use what you live. Repeat what you need. And fluency will follow. Step 6. Use English mouth training, not grammar study. Many learners think that to speak English well, they need to study more grammar. They say, "I need to understand present perfect." "I don't speak well because I don't know complex tenses." "I'll start speaking when I finish learning grammar." But here's the truth that nobody tells you. You are not silent because your grammar is weak. You are silent because your mouth is not trained to speak English. Speaking is a physical skill. It's like dancing, like singing, like swimming. No amount of theory will help you unless you train your mouth muscles. Fluency doesn't come from your brain alone. It comes from your face, tongue, lips, breath, and vocal movement. That's why this step will teach you how to train your mouth like a speaker, not a student. Let's begin. When you sit and try to learn grammar rules, your brain becomes like a computer. Begins overthinking. Is this the correct tense? Should I say has gone or went? Is this sentence right or wrong? And when the pressure to speak comes, your brain starts loading rules like a slow system. It freezes, it crashes, you go silent. Why? Because speaking is not about analyzing rules. It's about muscle memory and mouth movement. You don't speak because you know English. You speak because your mouth is used to speaking it. Think of your mouth like a musical instrument. When you don't play it often, it sounds awkward. When you play it daily, it becomes smooth and confident. Your tongue has to learn English rhythm. Your lips have to shape English sounds. Your throat has to release English words. And this only happens when you train your mouth out loud, every single day. Mouth training means saying short English sentences out loud every day, repeating them slowly and clearly, training your mouth to move in the rhythm of real spoken English, practicing sound, flow, emotion, and expression, not rules, speaking with confidence, not correction. This is how singers warm up their voice. This is how athletes warm up their muscles. And this is how you must warm up your mouth before becoming fluent. Daily mouth training exercises. Choose 5 real-life sentences. I'm brushing my teeth. I feel sleepy today. Let's make some tea. I'm learning English every day. I'm proud of myself. These are short, natural, emotional, and used in real life. Say each sentence 5 times, slowly. Example. I am brushing my teeth. I am brushing my teeth. I am brushing my teeth. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm brushing my teeth. Use your lips, tongue, voice, and face. You are training your mouth like a native speaker trains for clarity. Add emotion and body language. Try saying, I feel sleepy today. Say it with a sleepy face. Yawn a little. Act it. Then say, I'm proud of myself. Say it like a champion, chest up, smile. This connects your voice with your emotion, which makes fluency natural and powerful. Once you're comfortable, increase intensity. Say the sentences to yourself in the mirror, looking into your own eyes. This builds confidence, clarity, presence, eye contact power. Say the same sentence, slowly, then faster, then fast and emotional. I am learning English. I'm learning English. I'm learning English. Do this 5 times. This makes your mouth adapt to natural speed. Don't whisper your practice. Speak clearly and loud. Don't think silently. Move your mouth. Don't focus on rules. Focus on rhythm. Don't worry about being right. Worry about being real. Your grammar lives in your brain. Your fluency lives in your mouth. If your mouth is not trained, your English will always stay stuck. Grammar builds knowledge. Mouth training builds courage. Step 7. Train your brain to feel safe with mistakes. There is one thing that stops more people from speaking English than anything else. It's not bad vocabulary. It's not poor grammar. It's not a small accent. It's the fear of this one thing. What if I make a mistake? This thought alone kills more confidence, more dreams, and more progress than anything else. So in this step, we're going to destroy that fear completely and reprogram your brain to believe something totally new. Mistakes are not bad. They are powerful. They are required. They are part of fluency. Let's go deeper. From childhood, many of us were taught, don't say the wrong thing. Don't speak unless you're correct. Don't make mistakes, or you'll be punished. So what happens? Every time you try to speak English, your brain says, wait, what if it's wrong? They'll laugh. You'll look stupid. Better to stay silent. And guess what? Silence becomes your habit. Not because you don't know English, but because your brain thinks making a mistake is dangerous. That belief must be deleted. Right now. Here's how we rewire your mindset. Say this sentence every morning. I'd rather speak with 5 mistakes than stay silent with perfect grammar. Say it out loud. Write it. Repeat it. This becomes your new speaking rule. Remember how children learn. Children say, I goed instead of I went. They say, I eated instead of I ate. But do they stop? No. They keep going. They laugh. They repeat. They improve. And soon, they become fluent. You are not late. You are a beginner again, just like a child. And that's beautiful. Celebrate your mistakes. After each mistake, say, yes. That means I'm learning. Make a chart. Write down your mistakes for the day. Turn it into a journal of growth. Make each mistake a trophy, not a punishment. Talk even when you're not ready. Say, I don't care if it's wrong. I will speak anyway. This is how you build emotional freedom, the kind of freedom that destroys fear. The YouTubers, teachers, speakers, influencers, every fluent speaker you watch today was once a scared beginner. They made thousands of mistakes, but they kept going. And now, it's your turn. Don't punish yourself for every wrong word. Don't compare your English to someone who's been learning for years. Don't stay silent to avoid looking weak. Silence keeps you weak. Don't fear correction. Fear staying the same. Mistakes don't mean you're bad. They mean you're brave. Perfection blocks progress. Mistakes open the door. Every fluent speaker is just a beginner who didn't quit. Fluency is not the absence of mistakes. Fluency is the ability to speak even when mistakes happen. Step 8. Use inclusive eye contact to build speaking confidence. Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever tried to speak English to someone, but the moment they looked into your eyes, you froze? Maybe you forgot what you wanted to say, started sweating, looked down immediately, or completely gave up and stayed silent. Why does this happen? Because eye contact is more powerful than we realize. It's not just about looking, it's about being seen. And for many learners, the fear is not just speaking English. The fear is, what if they look at me and see that I'm not good enough? But today, that fear ends. In this step, you'll learn how to use inclusive eye contact to calm your nervous system, increase trust in conversations, speak more clearly and confidently, build presence in social situations, destroy fear of judgment. This is one of the most powerful psychological tools for fluency, and very few people teach it the right way. Let's go deep. When someone looks into your eyes, your brain feels exposed. Your body enters fight or flight mode. You may panic and stop thinking clearly. This is natural. Why? Because eyes are connected to emotional safety. In childhood, if we were judged, mocked, or shamed, we learned to avoid eye contact to stay safe. So now, when you try to speak English, and someone looks into your eyes, your old fear returns, even if you've improved. But here's the solution. The problem isn't the eye contact itself. The problem is the fear connected to it. If we replace that fear with trust, comfort, and inner strength, your brain will no longer see eye contact as dangerous. You will begin to see it as a connection tool, not a threat. Inclusive eye contact means you invite connection, not confrontation. You look at people like a friend, not like a judge. You focus on warmth, not control. You use it to create safety, not dominance. In other words, you don't stare, You don't look away in fear. You simply glance with confidence and then speak with calm. It's not about being intense. It's about being real, open, and present. Practice eye contact with yourself in the mirror. Look into your own eyes while speaking. Smile a little. Hold the gaze for 5 to 10 seconds. Say something like, "You are learning. You are growing. You're doing well." This is emotional rewiring. Your brain starts feeling safe being seen. Try eye contact with kind, safe people. Don't start with strangers. Begin with people who smile when they listen, nod supportively, make you feel heard, make short eye contact, speak slowly, breathe calmly. The moment your eyes feel safe, your voice becomes strong. Use the 3-second rule in conversations. When speaking English to someone, follow this rhythm. Look into their eyes for 2 to 3 seconds. Then look away naturally, like at your hands, the floor, or a wall. Then return eye contact for another few seconds. This feels natural. It shows confidence, without pressure. It keeps your nervous system calm and your fluency steady. When someone else is talking, maintain gentle eye contact. Nod occasionally. Smile if needed. Why? Because listening confidently builds emotional space for when it's your turn to speak. The conversation feels safe, flowing, and human, not scary, robotic, or pressured. Speaking is not a performance. It's a connection. Your eyes don't have to be perfect. They just need to be present. Don't stare constantly. It creates tension. Don't avoid all eye contact. It weakens your presence. Don't focus on looking confident. Focus on feeling safe. Don't judge yourself while making eye contact. Relax and stay open. Step 9. Always choose clarity over complexity. Many learners believe that speaking better English means using big words, speaking like a native, sounding intelligent and impressive. But this belief is what creates hesitation, fear, and silence. Because the moment you try to sound advanced, you begin to overthink, doubt your vocabulary, speak in confusing sentences, lose confidence when people don't understand. And then your mind says, "My English is not good enough. I shouldn't talk." But here's the reality. Fluent people don't try to sound smart. They try to sound clear. They choose simpler words, shorter sentences, natural expression, real communication. Because fluency is not about complexity. It's about connection. Clarity means people understand you easily. Your sentences are short and direct. You speak like you think, naturally. Your words match your intention. You don't confuse others or yourself. Instead of saying, "I'm experiencing an emotional disturbance due to prolonged cognitive exhaustion," say, "I'm tired and feeling low today." One is complex. The other is human. When you speak clearly, you speak faster. You stop translating in your head. You feel understood. People respond better. Your mind stays relaxed. This reduces fear because there's no pressure to perform. You're not trying to be perfect. You're just trying to connect. Don't search for impressive words. Use your real words with power. "I like this. This makes me happy. Can I help you? I didn't understand. Please say it again." These are simple, powerful, and useful. Build short, real sentences. Think like this: "I'm hungry. I need water. I'll be back. This is difficult. I'm learning slowly." These are the foundation of real English speaking. Everything else is built on this. Use emotion to make simple sentences strong. Instead of, "I'm feeling moderately pleased with my linguistic development," say, "I feel proud of my English today." Use your heart, not your dictionary. Let people feel what you say. That's what creates real fluency. Don't try to impress with complexity. Don't worry about big words. Don't copy fast native speakers. Don't think easy words equals weak English. Your job is not to sound smart. Your job is to sound real. Clear English is confident English. Simple English is strong English. Don't complicate. Communicate. They won't remember your grammar. They'll remember your connection. Now you've completed step 9. Choose clarity over complexity. This is the final piece of your fluency system. It protects you from overthinking. It keeps you calm, expressive, and powerful. It teaches you that English is not a show. It's a tool to speak your heart.